Did you make a decision last year to honor the Lord and uphold your convictions that was really unpopular with a lot of people? Well, then episode 2 of the Wildfire Faith podcast is for you. Tune in. Sometimes we choose to follow God and it costs us. We may lose friendships or have to stand alone on principle. For a season, we may end up losing more than we gain, and it's incredibly painful. The world will tell you it's not worth it, but that's not reality. Today, let's encourage our weary hearts by remembering this truth. God takes note of our uncompromising faith, and He will bless us. It might not be today, and it might not look exactly like what we expected. But when we choose to exercise our faith, we can trust that God always responds. If we make no concessions and we refuse to cut corners, we will stand out. God sees us and he loves those who follow without reservation and don't water down their convictions in order to fit in with the world. So let's take a look at 4 verses from Proverbs chapter 10 that highlight 4 specific ways God shows special consideration to us when we choose to go all in our pursuit of him. Starting in verse 27 in the Amplified Classic Translation, we learn that the reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord prolongs days, but the years of the wicked shall be made short. The hope of the uncompromisingly righteous, those who are upright and in right standing with God, their hope is gladness. But the expectation of the wicked, those who are out of harmony with God, their expectation comes to nothing. The way of the Lord is strength and a stronghold to the upright, but it is destruction to the workers of iniquity. The consistently righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth eventually. Now, if you were listening closely to those 4 verses, you heard the word uncompromising. These 4 verses create a picture of what it looks like when you and I live with a resilient reverence for the Lord. A woman with an uncompromising faith fears the Lord above all else. She wholeheartedly honors her Almighty God and humbly worships him. She holds on to hope with resilience and remains expectant while she waits for God to bring her redemption. No matter what happens, she perseveres in staying on course and following what God says is right, even if everyone else is headed in a different direction. Instead of demanding her own way, she continually surrenders her will and seeks to conform to what God says. Friend, your uncompromising faith does not go unnoticed by your God. Right here in these verses, we see how God's favor surrounds those who choose to honor him. Do you see it? Verse 27 says, "The fear of the Lord lengthens our life." God is promising that we will live a fruitful life, and our time on earth, it won't be wasted. The choices we make today, they have an eternal impact. And even if the time is short, we are leaving a legacy of faith that will long outlive our days. Long after we're gone, the seeds of faith that we're sowing will make an impact and make a difference. Verse 28 says that we have a hope and that hope will result in more than we can ever ask, think, or imagine. One day, our faith will fully be made sight and we will celebrate with joy forever. You and I can do a happy dance today because we know God will ultimately bring redemption and restore everything the enemy has sought to destroy. Verse 29 says, God is our stronghold and refuge. He protects us and surrounds us with his strength. You are never defenseless because God has promised to shelter you. And verse 30 tells us that the enemy of our souls can try to knock us down, but he can't keep us down because we belong to God. And the Lord has promised to be our stability and hold us up. We will never fall down and be destroyed. Friend, we are blessed beyond measure. If your heart is weary in the waiting today, grab hold of these 4 truths. Your life will not be wasted. You can celebrate with a sure hope that God will get the glory in the end. You are safe in his protective care, and he will hold you up and never let you fall. Isn't that good? I hope this encouraged you. If it did, I hope you'll subscribe and that you'll share it with a friend. And I'll be back next week with another word of encouragement. Thanks for joining me.